And in all hope, all ye who enter here, welcome to Friendship is Terror. And the heck is this? Dear creature of the night, I have chosen to move on as I feel your fan base will get distracted by me. You should inspire people on your own terms. It was a lot of time. Signed, the text in the white voice. P.S. You should review something Twilight related since you couldn't do the Twilight Sparkle review. Something Twilight related, huh? This is Friendship is Terror, though. I'm supposed to make something that scares and frightens ponies. Makes them uncomfortable. I got it. One of the darkest episodes of MLP, showing the darkest sides of Twilight. Lesson 0. So come one, come all, as we take a look at Lesson 0, and take a look at Twilight's dark side. So, our first episode review, eh? And boy, did we pick a perfect one for Friendship is Terror. While Party 1 did show scary Pinkie Pie and gave birth to a dozen memes, Lesson 0 is what happens when the obsession goes too far. But I'm getting ahead of myself. The episode begins with Twilight and... Wait a minute! I'm using actual footage from the show now? I have no idea what to say right now. I'll just get on with the actual review. Anyways, this episode opens up something that I love about Twilight. She is OCD like crazy. And I love that about her. Her organization, her ability to stay on top of things. But enough about that. Let's talk about something great about this episode.
Yep. Great. Now that we've completed the checklist of things we need to create a checklist, we can make my checklist of the things I have to get done by the end of the day. Ready?
Ready.
Item 1. Create checklist of the things I have to accomplish by the end of the day.
See that? That is the look of a dragon who has put up with this for quite a while. In my opinion, Spike is at his best when he is being the deadpan snarker.
Shop?
Seems like we just placed an order for those a few days ago.
Can't imagine why we go through so many of them.
It's funny, it's quick-witted, and it's why I love the guy so much. Anyways, back to the episode, as we see Twilight and Spike walk through town doing various errands, going through Twilight's list. So what's next, little dragon?
Cupcakes!
Spike, this is really not the month you should say that. We will get to you later. Anyways, they go get the sugary sweets, and Mrs. Cake reveals that she had an extra, so she made a baker's dozen. Oh, Mrs. Cake. You done goofed.
Oh, that was very thoughtful of you. It's just some of the icing from the extra cupcake is getting all over the one next to it. See?
Oh, sure.
It's just that I'm planning on sharing these at a picnic later, and I don't want any pony to feel like some pony else is getting more icing.
Oh, no, of course not.
So, Twilight decides to show off her culinary skills by... Wait. Freeze! Twilight, sweetie, are you okay? All joking aside, this is a great example of foreshadowing. I'm assuming that 90% of my audience knows this episode since it was in Season 2. But for those who don't, this scene is foreshadowing for a rather infamous event that I will get into later. Just know I love this moment right here. This is an example of what is known as the Uncanny Valley. The Uncanny Valley, if you don't know, is something that plays in the whole fight or flight response that is natural for fear. However, the best part is, it's subtle. But continuing on with the episode, after Spike shows that he and I eat frosting the same way, we find out that Twilight forgot to send a letter to Princess Celestia this week on the magic of friendship. She takes this rather well.
We haven't sent a letter to Princess Celestia this week.
Why? Is that bad?
Bad? Bad? Of course it's bad! I'm supposed to send Princess Celestia a letter every week telling her about a lesson I've learned about friendship. Not every other week, not every 10 days, every single week.
Oh, you little Paul neuroses. Never change. In all seriousness, though, I didn't just pick this to be the first episode I review because of the rather infamous moment. Every Brony and Pegasus sister has that one episode that they relate to the most, and this is mine. Just this scene right here shows how I feel about small problems. I have always had a habit of taking a very small problem and blowing it completely out of proportion. Case in point, I said I committed a sin against Keyframe. You want to know what that sin was? I just forgot to put her in the end credits of my favorite reviewers video. No, seriously, that's it. Now to the calm, rational mind, that is no big deal. However, to me, that is just devastating. To screw up something so simple. And Keyframe, if you ever watch this video, just know that I am truly, truly sorry. Not only that, but I always think the absolute worst is going to happen when clearly it's no big deal. However, this is Friendship is Terror, not Friendship is Pity Party on Creature. How does Twilight go on to solve this problem?
I have no reason to worry. Because I am going to solve a friend's problem and get that letter to Princess Celestia before sundown.
Huh. Logical. What's the first problem she comes across?
Rary!
Ah, the magnificent and beautiful Ham.
Why me? Why? Of all the worst things that could happen, this is the worst of me!
And a meme was born. What? This is the comedy police. Now ripping off other well-known reviewers. Shame on you. Shame. Shame on you. Spoiled sports. After Rarity reveals that all she did was lose her ribbon, and she finds it almost instantly, Twilight finds that for once, every pony has no problem. Though I'd be insane not to include this bit.
Fluttershy?
I really have nothing to add here. I think the clip speaks for itself. So, Twilight sits on a bench and she's starting to enter what I would like to know as panic mode.
Oh, but what if I can't? You can. You just have to keep it together. Keep it together.
Twilight, speaking from experience here, don't yell at yourself to keep it together. Trust me, I've been there. It usually makes the situation much worse. It even leads to things like... that. Holy Celestia, Twilight, you have some demons. So, after Spike smashes back to reality, he suggests that Twilight goes for a picnic with her friends.
Relaxing. Go hang out with
The picnic.
Twilight, are you okay? So, Twilight goes to the picnic, and if you're Rainbow Dash, how would you like to lay back, try to enjoy your day, and the first thing you see is... And now we get to one scene of this episode that makes me cringe because it has happened to me before.
It's the most horrific trouble I've ever been in, and I really, really, really need your help. Yes? My letter to Princess Celestia is almost overdue, and I haven't learned anything about friendship. Oh, thank goodness. I thought something really awful had happened.
Yeah, I've been in Twilight's shoes here. If I can get a bit real here, I have severe anxiety issues like Twilight has. Right now, this is the most nervous I've been since this is the first episode of The Dark Side where I use actual clips of the show. This scene right here shows the full-fledged panic mode that she is in over something so small. Trust me, this is why the episode is so personal to me. I have been there. However, let's get into the fights. So, how does Twilight react when she sees that time is kind of running out on her little plan?
Clock is ticking, Twilight. Clock is ticking. Keep it together. If I can't find a friendship problem, I'll make a friendship problem.
Okay, she slipped. Twilight, honey, why don't we calmly think about things before you do something?
Hi, girls. Oh, hot Twilight. How's it going? Great. Just great. You three look like you're doing great, too. Looks like three good friends who obviously don't need the help of another good friend.
Like that. Kids? You might want to run. This mare has clearly lost her mind. So after Twilight decides to pawn off her doll to the CMC, and they clearly don't want it because, well, just look at the flippin' thing, Twilight does the next logical thing and enchants her doll. This can only end so well.
I want it. I need it. I really like her mane. I want her. The one it needed spell works every time.
Wait, what?
The one it needed spell works every time.
You've done this before? Celestia, what in the name of you have you been teaching this girl? I mean, this is some clearly messed up stuff. Anyways, as could be expected, this doesn't work well, and eventually she starts a whole town riot. Eventually she breaks down, and then time is up.
Twilight Sparkle. Willy-nilly. Meet me in the library.
Huh, you know, we don't see Celestia get aggravated that much anymore. However, Seely, honey, I want to know how the heck the girl knew the one it needed spell and the fact that it works every time. You're never going to explain this to me, are you? Fine, we'll cut back to the episode. Now we go on from one of the scariest moments of the show to one of the sweetest moments. After Twilight explains her worries and woes, Celestia reassures her. And not only that, it honestly looks like Celestia was really just going to go easy on her too. But even then...
Wait! You can't punish her!
It wasn't her fault. I'm listening.
Please, Your Highness, we all saw that Twilight was upset.
But we thought that the thing that she was worrying about wasn't worth worrying about. So when she ran off all worked up, not a single one of us tried to stop her. As Twilight's good friends, we should have taken her feelings seriously and been there for her.
Please don't take her away from us just because we were too insensitive to help her.
Ah, Flutters, thank you for saying that. As I said before, I've been in these situations before, and trust me, nothing makes a situation worse than someone just ignoring the problem or laughing it off as something minor. After we get a reveal that Spike took Twilight very seriously and acted on his own, Celestia decided that the quote-unquote punishment is that Twilight and the main six are to report on the magic of friendships.
When, and only when, you happen to discover them.
I love that she had to add that bit in. It's like she's saying to Twilight, for the love of me, we are not going through this again. So that was Lesson 0, or as I like to call it, how to show a mental breakdown on a TV-wide television show. This episode was, and will always be fantastic and great with disturbing moments and faces from Twilight. On a personal level, Twilight freaking out over the smallest thing is very relatable to me because, as I said before, and it says countless times, I have done that a lot. And honestly, I do think everyone has. On the fright factor, we have Twilight's Infinite's breakdown full of various nightmare feel-inducing faces, and we also have Fluttershy supposedly snapping the neck of a bear. However, if you didn't find this episode scary, don't worry. There are more frights abound, after all. On All Hallows Eve, those who have crawled from the darkest depths of the underworld stalk around at night. There will be more frights soon. That's all I gotta say. Creature of the Night, out.